Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have some really exciting news to share with you all. I've already put it on my other social media, so if you follow me on my other social medias, which you should be already, if not, go ahead and put it over here. Yeah, I put it all the news on my social media, so if you follow me, you already know what it is, what's going down. But I am so excited to share with you all and announce that I am moving to New York City. I can't even believe it. I literally, today is Monday. I'm going to be leaving the state of Mississippi and moving to New York on when we'll start my journey on Wednesday. I'm moving to New York City. Let's just get into it because I'm too excited. I'm too stoked right now. So a little bit about the background of what was going on. I told y'all in my previous Get Ready With Me, my chit chat Get Ready With Me, about how I was struggling to find a job in 2017. I was struggling. I couldn't find anything that I really wanted to be, anywhere I really wanted to be at. And so I ended up staying at the university where I got my master's degree, and worked in a department here, which was a blessing in disguise, to be totally honest. It was definitely a blessing to be able to have this opportunity just kind of rise up, because when I took the opportunity here, my other job had already ended. So I was like 2 weeks without a job at this point. And I was really, really nervous about it. And so yeah, they approached me about the opportunity. It was something that I really didn't want to pass up because I didn't have a job. And so I ended up taking the position here. So I started in this department back in August. I actually started on my birthday back in August. And so I started working here, but I was like, you know what, it was a temporary position too, so I knew I only had about the year to try to find a job, and they were open to me leaving whenever I needed to, whenever I was able to find something. So I started job searching immediately, and I actually had quite a bit of interviews. I think between August through November, I probably applied for about 100 to 125 jobs. Like, I was serious about this job search, and I was applying everywhere. I told y'all previously, one of the reasons why I wasn't able to find something initially because I was looking in one specific location, because at the time that's where my ex-boyfriend was living, so I really wanted to be there. But everything, again, like I said, everything happens for a reason. And this whole thing, everything happens for a reason. I would not be moving to New York if it wasn't for that whole situation. Everything happens for a reason. So I started job searching. I had a ton of interviews. I had on-campus interviews where I would go to the cities and do the interviews. They would fly me out to campus. And I was like, man, I'm like, why am I not finalizing this? God, what do you have in store for me? What are you holding out on? Because I don't understand why I'm not able to find anything. I would have phone interviews, Skype interviews. And a lot of them I would be so confident about, but I would not hear anything back. I wouldn't hear anything back. So I was like, okay, something's just not right. Okay, God, I'm just gonna trust you. I'm just gonna trust you from this on this process. I just have to. And so about October, I found a job on one of the job hiring websites. One of the job hiring websites we use for my field, and I saw it was an opportunity in New York City. And I was like, New York, nah, I really wanted to kind of stay in the South. Well, I thought I did. I was like, man, I don't know. When I saw it, I just got overwhelmed. I was like, can I handle New York City? Is that something I can handle? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to step out on faith, because I just kept something in my head telling me, go ahead and apply for it. Go ahead and apply for it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to step out on faith. I'm going to go ahead and put my application in. So a couple weeks went by. I didn't think anything of it because, like I said, I had applied for 100 plus jobs, and so I didn't think anything of it. I got an email from that particular school, and they wanted to do an initial interview with me. And so I was really excited. I was like, oh wow, this is cool. Mind you, it was a really small school. They have 4,000 students overall. That's their undergrad and grad population. And so I was like, oh, okay, they reached out. This is cool. Like, this is pretty dope. And I didn't think anything of it. And so I went through, did the interview. I really enjoyed speaking with the people that I did. But I didn't feel like I did that great. I didn't think that I was, like, amazing in that interview at all. I was like, oh, that's just one. It was kind of like a practice round, for me, honestly. I didn't feel like I did. I mean, I always put my best effort in, but I just didn't feel like I did that great. And so I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. And I kept going on. I kept interviewing with other universities and just kept pushing on. And so about 2 weeks later, I received an email saying they wanted to do another interview with me, which was a Skype interview and meeting with other people in their department. So I was like, oh man, like they reached out again. I didn't even think I did that great, but you know what? It is what it is. I'll go ahead and speak with them and do a Skype interview with them. And so I met with them via Skype, and we had amazing conversations. Like, I was like, man, this is dope. Like, I really enjoyed speaking with them. It was great. It was literally like a conversation. It didn't feel like an interview. Like, I was literally just talking to them. And so I was like, oh, you know what? It would be really cool if I could, like, be here. Like, this could be a thing. Like, being at a school in New York, like, this could really be a thing. And so I went on about my day, went on about my weeks. About a week or two later, they contacted me and said, hey, we really want to bring you onto campus to do another interview. And by this time, I'm like, oh crap, like they want to bring me on campus. And a little bit about higher education. When somebody brings you on site or on campus, normally you're within the last 3 to 4 candidates. They normally don't bring a whole bunch of people onto campus for that final interview, but normally you're between the last 3 to 4. So I was excited. I was like, dang, I done made it to the last round. Like, cause this is it. Like, once you do your on campus, that's when they make their decision. And so they were really, generous about trying to figure out a time or with me trying to come up there. And I told them, I was like, I'm coming home because my parents live in Maryland. I said, I'm coming home in about a week and a half. And so it would be easier if I could just come up and do the interview when I go home. And so they were really, they were perfectly fine with it. They're like, it's convenient for you. We're happy about that. So we can do that. And so I went up there. I flew up to Maryland on a Sunday. I took a Megabus to New York on a Monday. Megabus was like literally probably $10, $15. It was nothing. And it was only 2.5 hour drive from my house. And so I took the Megabus up to New York, and I got there. It was on that Monday, and I was just like amazed. Like, I'm just looking like, oh my gosh, this is real. Like, this is the city. Like, I was just so excited. Like, man, like, I am here. Let's get this popping. Let me secure this bag. That's how I felt the whole time. Secure the bag. And so I got there on the Monday. My interview was not until that Tuesday. So I was like, I'm gonna go get lunch. I'm gonna walk around, kind of get the vibe, the feel of it, and it just felt like home. Like, it just fit me. Like, it was my personality. It was me. Like, the city was me. And so I went and I walked around the city. I just literally started walking. So I turned my GPS on so I would know where to come back at, and I was just walking straight. I said I was walking towards Times Square, which that was just a mess in itself because my phone was dying, and I was trying to figure out how to get there, but my GPS, of course, was going to be gone. My phone died, so I had to hurry up and take an Uber back home after I had walked 2 miles to get my charger. Well, I bought a charger at a place. The charger was not charging my phone, so I had to take an Uber all the way back to the apartment I was staying at. It was just a mess. It was a mess. But I came back in to the apartment after all of that huge debacle, and chilled for a little while, went and got some food with actually one of the people that worked there, and got prepared for my interview. And so the next day I did my interview. I felt so confident about it. I was like, this is it. I kept saying in my head, this is it. And I'm talking to everybody there. I was like, this is where I'm about to be. Like, this is it. This is my job. This is mine. Like, I don't care what nobody says, this is for me. And I kept praying about it. I was like, God, like, are you in? Please, like, please don't have me disappointed, because this is for real. Like, this is what I want. And so I met with them all day from about 8:30 until probably like 3:30 that afternoon. And so I went back to the apartment, chilled. Went back to Times Square, got some food. I went to Bubble Gumps. It was so good. But got some food and got back, and I just was sitting. I was just sitting in the apartment because the apartment that they had me staying in was actually the apartment that I'm going to be living in. And so yeah, I was just laying there. I was sitting there, and I was like, this is dope. Like I was just looking out the window and just seeing the whole city because the school was in Manhattan. I was like, this is where I want to be. Like, this is it. And so the next day I got up super early in the morning to catch my mega bus back home. My mega bus was at like, I think the bus like left at 6:30. So I had to be up super early to try to get over to the stop and then catch a ride. So the whole time I'm like, oh man, like I really hope they contact me, because they let me know that they would contact me between, it could be as early as that day, so that Wednesday after my interview, or as late as like January 5th. And I was like, God, please don't have me wait until January 5th, because at this day it was December 20th. I was like, please don't have me wait until January 5th, because that's just gonna drive me crazy. And so I took the mega bus or whatever I was riding. I was like, let me go ahead and send my thank you emails. Always send some type of thank you email, thank you card, or anything when you're doing an interview. That is just a tip for you all. Like people may not think it helps, but it helps so much. It helps so much. But I sent my thank you emails. They responded back. They were like, it was so great meeting you, blah blah blah. We'll definitely be in touch. Keep your phone near you. And so when they said keep your phone near you, I was like, are they gonna call me? Like, am I gonna get this job? And so I sent the email. It was like 8 o'clock when I sent it. So I got home. My dad picked me up from the mega bus stop. I got home and I was tired. I was exhausted, like beat. So I got home and got in the bed. It was probably like 10:30. And so around almost noon, my phone started ringing, and I looked and it was a number from New York. I was like, oh my God, like, is this these folks calling me? So I answered the phone. It was a lady from HR. She was like, well, I have some good news. We want to give you a contingent offer. And when she said contingent and offer, tears just started running down my face. I was like, and I didn't want her to hear that I was crying, but I was just so like excited. I was so excited. It was crazy. And so yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, I just kept saying yes. She was like, you don't have to give an answer now. We'll send you the contingent offer. And I'm thinking in my head, girl, I'm telling you what I'm going to say. So they sent me the email with the offer, and immediately I responded, yes, I accept. Let me start this background check. And it was just amazing. As soon as I got off the phone with her, I ran out to the kitchen because I was home. My dad was at home. And I was crying. He was like, what's wrong? What's going on? And I was like, Daddy, I got the job. And I remember him just screaming and jumping up and down and just hugged me. It was just the best experience. When I called my mom about it, like I didn't tell a whole bunch of people. So when I made my announcement on social media, not a lot of people knew. Like, nobody knew. And so I think that's why everybody was like, dang, like, are you for real? Because I kept it like on the low because I was waiting for my official offer, which it took almost a month for my official offer to be approved. Like almost a month. I did not get my official offer until this past week on Thursday. It is now Monday and I'm leaving on Wednesday. Like it just was a long process. And so not a lot of people knew about it. And so I kept it on the low. Like I told my closest of close friends, like I did not tell a lot of people. And I was like, let me just get through this background check information and let's get it popping. So it took, like I said, almost a month for the background check and everything to come back. And they sent me that official offer on this past week, and I just cried. I literally cried. Like I just could not believe, like, this was real. Like I'm moving to New York City. That's when it like kind of hit me, like I'm really moving to New York City. And so yeah, that's kind of how I got here, how I'm at this point now talking to you all. I'm so excited. Like I'm still packing up my house. I'm leaving on Wednesday. Everything has to fit in my car. So that's just that. Whatever can't fit in my car can't come with me, because I'm making that drive myself. I'm driving to Huntsville first, so it's a 2.5 hour drive. I'm gonna stay the night there. Then the next day I'm gonna drive from Huntsville to Maryland, my parents' house, which is a 12-hour drive. And then on that Saturday I'm gonna move into my apartment. That's actually this Saturday. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm moving to my apartment, so I'm just so excited. I just want to thank everybody so much for all of your support throughout this journey. My support system, y'all know who you are. I love you all so very much. Y'all really have just held me down through this process. Camera keeps shutting off. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I really just wanted to be able to come and tell you all and share the amazing news that I'm going to be starting out work at the School of Visual Arts in Manhattan. And I'm moving to New York City in like 3 days. Because of that, my channel is about to be popping because I'm about to be vlogging my whole experience between me leaving Mississippi, saying my goodbyes, to making that drive to Maryland, to New York. I'm going to do an empty apartment tour so y'all can see my apartment, because my apartment is lit. And just my experience on getting acclimated to the city. I'm so excited to be able to share this journey with you all because I know that it's just going to be amazing. Like I said, 2018 is about to be lit. I'm so excited. So thank you all again for your support. Thank you all for your love. Thank you for, if you're on my other social medias, thank you so much for all of your kind words and all of your love that you sent over the past couple of days. Like, it just means so much to me. It means the world to me, and I really appreciate it. Also, to the people, I had a ton of people when I made my announcement asking how they could help with my move, if they could send me anything. And so because of that, I started a GoFundMe page, which I've never done really anything like that before, so it was really out of my comfort zone to do. But I just want to thank you so much to everybody that has already given to my GoFundMe page. Like, I just was amazed at even the amount and the love that was shown on there. I was like, oh my gosh, like, y'all are amazing. So I just really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to take you on my journey, and I can't wait to make you all proud. Like, big things gonna be popping in 2018, and I can't wait for you all to go on my journey. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go now because I'm supposed to be at work like soon. Supposed to be at work like in 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. I need to go get some breakfast, then I need to go to the office because I have a whole bunch of stuff to do before I leave here. I'm still working at my other job, but my last day is on Wednesday when I move, so I have a whole bunch of stuff to do. So I will see you all in my next video. I'm moving to New York, y'all. I'm moving to New York. Bye, guys.